Yeah! Things adults should not do on kids' bikes. Let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you are watching another exciting, stupendous, Scooby-Doo-Doo-licious episode of Toolbox Topic. I'm joined with my co-host once again, Brandon Van Leuven. Brandon, how the hell are you?
Hi.
Hi. And we're coming to you from Truck Bicycle Store West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona. And no, we're not going to do stupid things on kids' bikes, although that would be a fun episode. But I think we would need Doug and Wyatt, possibly Kale, to really have the full impact of that episode.
Somebody else's bikes.
Right. Right. These haven't been bought yet, so we're not going to do anything. But we are going to talk about a very important segment, and that's the youth segment. Now, Brandon, how often do you see parents out there with the kids on bikes, riding as a group?
Dude, all the time.
Yeah, I see them on the trail too, and they always want to apologize for kind of holding up my progress. And I tell them, absolutely not. You're doing it right. I think it's awesome to get your kids involved in the sport of biking, teach them that love early. So we have a variety of different bikes. We have some accessories to kind of illustrate the options that you have, okay, if you're one of those poor unfortunate souls who still has a money-sucking child in your house. Mine are gone. Brandon doesn't have any. He was smart. He just said no. You know? No, I'm joking. Kids can be great when they're old enough to do the goddamn chores and they actually listen.
I am missing out on that part.
They're awesome.
Not
worth
it though.
No, you save more money in the long run, trust me. I've already ran the numbers. No, but seriously, guys, this is going to be a great fun episode and everything like that. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Brandon, let's talk about the youth segment of biking and cycling. It's definitely come a long way since I was a kiddo.
Yeah.
My first bike was just your standard BMX bike. Was a little bit too big for me. No seat adjustment, and it was under the Christmas tree, and it was basically.
Mine was a Royce Union from Toys R Us.
Okay.
I still remember the day that my grandfather brought it home in his garage, and we built it together and
nice.
Proceeded to crash it.
Now this is yours. Now did yours have? You didn't have training wheels on yours though, did you?
No, I did not start off with training
Okay,
wheels.
either did I. It was just basically pedal and hope that I didn't fall, and after a couple crashes, I learned not to fall.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, pussy kids these days with your training wheels. Kiss my ass. No, I'm joking, guys. Joking.
Speaking of training wheels,
B is for bike, but B also stands for something else, doesn't it, Brandon? Stands for hookers and blow. Yeah, everything stands for hookers and blow. Stay tuned for the Christmas episode. It's only 2 months away, guys.
Come on, man.
Good show. Anyways, okay, I'm sorry. Dude, the coffee's starting finally. Earlier I was sassy, and now I'm just I'm way too hopped up, and it's not making me crazy. All right, so let's start off with this. Now, this bike is awesome.
We didn't have these things growing up. I think these things came from Europe or somewhere. This is a balance bike.
You know what I think this is? This bike is actually made for midgets.
Can you say midget?
I've just said midget, like I care. Okay, vertically impaired. How's that sound? Short people? Vertically challenged? Dwarfs? Hobbits?
I don't know.
They're not gay, they're hobbits.
I don't know what the right thing is anymore.
No, but this is really cool, and they didn't have these when I was a kid. So,
right. So this is, provided you get them started early enough, which is about, I think, for this one they recommend 1.5 to 2 years. This is a balance bike.
Yep,
yeah, this is
wow.
a balance bike. So what they want to do is just get them walking on it first. As they get more comfortable, they start running with it, and then they start picking their feet up, and that's where they learn their balance.
Well, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Should everything go well with this, you should not ever have to use training wheels on the next bike. They should be able to transition to pedals very easily. It's very important that if you start a kid on this and they do well, do not put them on a training wheel bike afterwards. You will just destroy everything they learned on this bike.
Dude, but wouldn't it be cool if you saw a midget riding on this bike? Dude, I would give anything to get that on film or even a photo. And don't get me wrong, I love midgets. I think they're the coolest group. So, seriously, on my bucket list.
Just don't look them in the eye.
No, dude, I look them in the eye all the time. Dude, it's on my bucket list. I really want to go to the National Midget Convention and hang out with these guys and gals. That would be awesome. Take photos. I'm sure they all have fascinating stories. It would be amazing. I'm serious. You guys think I'm being like, I'm not. I'm being totally serious. That would be cool.
Go home, rent Willow, get it out of your system.
Dude, I already own Willow. What are you talking about? Willow! All right, here, take that back before this goes too far.
So great way to start your kids off.
Yeah, no.
After that, this is a nice way to go.
Absolutely.
After that, you can bust into, if you haven't done it, you can go into the training wheels.
Right.
This is just a fun bike.
Oh,
This is just super cool. A lot of style. Got the bells, got the whistles. No whistles, but it's got the bells.
Yeah.
At least.
We can put whistles on here.
It's
in a basket.
It's got style.
So now for all my peeps who do the Tour de Force, okay, now I don't ride it, I just photograph it, but if you're willing to ride this Bad Mamba Jamba in the Tour, I will buy it for you and bring it next year. So let me know down in the comment section below.
The knees.
Maybe not the whole
bad.
thing, but just some parts, just to friggin', oh man, that would be awesome. Little tassels and everything like that. Maybe get a unicorn helmet. Yeah. So, no, this is really cool. And again, this is something you didn't really see when back in our age. Well, you're younger than I am. We definitely did see this when I was a kid.
We're about the same.
So, you're still younger than I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm 48. How old are you?
Oh, I'm knocking on 47.
Yeah, okay. So, see, it's still really, okay. Well, close enough to where it doesn't really matter.
For more performance, if you want to get your kid out for going a little bit further and tackling a little bit more, we have these guys
over here.
Super cool bikes these days. That would have been something that would have been pretty cool when I was growing up.
Yeah.
They're giving them oversized tires now with a lot of capability. The geometry is a lot more efficient.
I'd have a
Going
lot
back
more
to that same bike,
scars.
I think I had they weren't quite
ape hangers?
ape hangers, but they were pretty high up. And I had a banana seat, so
You
not
would
quite-
have a banana seat.
Well, I didn't buy it. So
Did you have the little license plate from the honeycomb cereal?
no, but I remember when they were out. I remember wanting it, but my parents would never buy me sugary cereals.
No. Thank my grandmother for that. So, she spoiled
I
me.
totally remember those for sure.
So now we also have this little tiny Roscoe.
Yeah, which is awesome for really taking your kid on trail.
Yeah.
Super capable. You might think that maybe those dual suspension bikes, which are super cool for that other manufacturers make, well, I'll digress. They are super cool.
Yeah.
But a lot of times the kids are so light that they can't
The
move that
suspension, yeah.
suspension, even how light you put it, maybe very little. So what they've done here is they've given a lot of air volume tires on
Right.
there. It's going to help a little bit with the comfort, but mostly with traction.
Yeah.
And that's really what the kids need. They don't care if they're getting jostled around. They're little kids.
No,
So
not at all.
a big fat tire on there really helps with their performance. Helps them get through things that they couldn't get through
Yeah.
on something like that because you have that surface, that traction.
So, in all seriousness, because this brings up a point, and you and I have had discussions in passing and half jokingly before, there are some adults that are short, and I'm not midgets, I'm serious conversation, but I'm sure the adults, men and women, they come in, they're 5'1", 5 foot, 5'2", they're very, now, where do they fit in the biking community? Do they make adult bikes that are small enough to fit a stature? Okay, so
I
it's
don't know
not like
about-
you have to try to get a youth-size bike that's good. They actually now make adult bikes for people that are that short.
They do Trek. I don't know about other manufacturers, but Trek now makes an extra small
Oh wow, okay.
mountain bike. So extra small is also going to come with not 29-inch wheels, but 27.5-inch wheels.
Right.
Everything is shrunk down.
Well, you'd have to have 27-inch wheels. That
to
frame's
fit
so
it.
small.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So they
I'm
are
just curious.
catering.
Okay.
And I think that goes down to not
Because I've seen
I don't know
road
if
bikes
it's-
as small as like 52.
right.
So,
Right,
do
and-
they make them smaller than 52?
They make them as small as 47 for Treks.
Lord,
So they're quite
okay,
little.
yeah.
And then, if you need to, there's still some manufacturers that make a 650 wheel size for youth.
Oh, okay.
And that could work for our very small adult customers.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, good things come in small packages. Dude, but seriously, wouldn't it be cool for Halloween? You get a midget on your shoulders. You could do like Thunderdome, Master Blaster. Who runs Bottle Town? You'd win. You would win the costume contest right there. No? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Screw it.
Getting back to this guy
Getting
real
back to
quick.
this guy. Okay,
just
we're on.
one last thing.
Okay.
You got disc brakes on these kids' bikes now.
Right. I noticed that.
So these little guys, they don't have a lot of forearm strength yet. So having disc brakes, they're not going to need a lot of input to get them slowed down, get them stopped. Nice safety, nice control feature there. Super cool bike.
Now, something like this with the Roscoe or even like the pre-caliber for kids and stuff like that, you know, a child, they say they fall in love with it because you get those kids and they take off and they want to do and they compete and everything like that. What's the upgradability on a youth bike like this? Is it pretty much this is the learner, and then from here you're just going to have to get a small adult bike to get into something
That's kind of how I grasp that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
Because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot you can do. You have what you have. You take care of it. If you're in love with it, you want to upgrade as a child, or you're a parent seeing that and want to nurture that, then you're dropping the big coin.
And I will admit too, this is a lot of money to spend on a kid who's only going to probably be in this bike maybe a year.
What's the price
maybe
tag on this?
2.
Just curious.
For example, this is $539.
Well, that's still not bad for a good quality bike. You're going to go to Walmart and spend like $300, $400 on something that's just bells and whistles and a piece of shit.
Almost the same price as an adult bike.
Right.
Entry-level mountain bike. So,
right.
I totally understand the conversation where he or she is only going to be in this thing for a year, and they're going to be growing out of it. So it's all how you want to tackle that.
Okay. No, just like to let everybody know as far as options and everything.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the other stuff. I'll let you talk about these.
Oh, look at these little guys.
Yep.
So 2 things: helmet and gloves. As they're learning, those are the 2 things that are going to hit the ground.
Right.
Really. So this will just help their tender little paws from the rocks and things, and they are available. These guys have changed quite a bit. A lot of technology in this. Look what they've done now. Instead of having the clip so you don't pinch their little chin skin.
Yeah, they got the magnetic.
So the magnet.
Oh yeah, Brandon, you're there. You're there. You're there. Come on now.
So it goes on by magnet. Super
Right.
easy for the kid to take off, and you're not going to pinch their chin skin in there anymore.
Adjustable.
And adjustable. That one has MIPS.
Yep.
It's not MIPS, but a BOA type system in there, so it fits them much better. You can have them in these helmets a little bit longer, shall we say, than some other ones, because you have that BOA type adjustability.
Yeah.
They aren't true BOAs. I shouldn't say that, but we've kind of gotten to that phraseology.
Yeah, it's pretty much phraseology, really. Have we gotten to the point where we're now making up words?
That's not a made-up word.
Phraseology?
That is absolutely not a made-up word.
That's a made-up word.
Absolutely
I'll
not.
bet you $20.
Okay.
If it's not in Webster's, dude, you owe me $20.
Webster's?
Yeah, this isn't, dude. This isn't. No, we're not using the Urban Dictionary, dude. Fucking mopes. When did the Urban Dictionary become
It's not in the Urban Dictionary.
part of the? It's not in any dictionary. That's my point. You guys saw it. We shook on it. $20. Anyways, okay, and then we got tassels. Who doesn't like tassels? Yeah.
I once went to a place called Tassels.
Yeah. I think we've all been to a place called Tassels. Oh, man. You know what? And here's the thing. So, and I joke, and I like to have a lot of fun. If you guys haven't figured that out by now, especially people who watch the channel, Brandon and I, we like to have fun doing this, but I like to have fun in general. If I can find a bell for my bike that had a Garmin-style attachment so I can just use it on each one of my bikes instead of trying to, take it off and put it on.
A bell?
Well, now here's very specific, though.
Okay.
It has to be in the shape of the Millennium Falcon, and instead of ringing, when I press the button, it makes a blaster sound, and the sounds at the Millennium Falcon, loud enough where people can hear it. Dude, it'd be awesome because
that can happen.
Dude, man, be on the trail and hit that thing. I would laugh if someone ducked and ran for cover because they thought they were under assault. But, anyways, so it's fun, and I don't know. I'm a big kid at heart. If you guys haven't got that either, 48-year-old man child. Sometimes I still like friggin' fart jokes. For Lord Pete's sake. All right, so bottle
for these little bikes like these guys. They are not big enough to carry a bottle. They don't have the water bottle mounts.
Right.
So if you're going to go on an extended ride, they make these little guys now with a hook.
Yeah.
You can hook them onto the handlebar, and that way your little guy or gal can have some way to drink some water along the trip, and you don't have to share as much. This is fairly new. This is a good idea.
Yeah, no, I think
no
it
other
is.
way to do it before. So this is
Kids
out
need
there.
hydration too.
This is out there.
Yeah.
They should be a little bit bigger, but that's cool. It is insulated, just like the big boy bottle, but super cool.
And
It's a
they
good
make
idea.
adult sizes and stuff like that you could probably fashion and everything if you want your kid to have a little bit more water. But yeah, no, that's really good. Now, in all seriousness about this book that we're going to talk about, B is for bicycles.
Oh hell,
and
you
I'm
can
gonna
just
go
take
ahead
this off and put this on an adult bottle.
Yeah, you could. So, and it's cool. I got a little, and it's actually, this book is very well illustrated. Now, you guys may laugh, but when you started carrying these at the bike shop, actually, when you had them at the front counter, I read through it. It's actually really cool.
It's at my reading level, so I like it.
Yeah, well, it's got pictures and everything, but from a kid's perspective and everything like that. So they have these at the Trek Bicycle Store. If you want to support the author and everything like that, come pick one up. I'm sure Brandon would send one to you, if you bought it over the phone or something like that. But I think it's a great bike, or book. And books like this for kids, educational, also, incorporating the fun of the sport of cycling, it's a really good thing. So, man, is there anything we're leaving out as far as kids? We got a variety of different bikes, showing off some of the safety stuff. They do make elbow pads and knee pads for the kiddos too, in case you want to do something like that. A lot of companies now.
It is. I will say it is tough to find little kits, and if you really want to get serious with it, and have a little mini me, it is a little difficult to find those smaller bibs and things like that. Not that maybe they don't need it, but it would be nice to see more of that stuff.
Right.
Clothing that fits. Just to get them fired up and have a little mini me running around out there.
Well, and some kids, again, just like with any sport, whether it's soccer, football, youth hockey, but you're going to have those kids that really fall in love with it and excel. And it's nice that at least now there's more for that group
than
to be able to,
than there ever
was before,
yes.
to be able to really enjoy and excel and take it to the next level as far as their passion for cycling. So, all right, guys.
Cool.
Well,
it's fun stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think that wraps it up. If you think that we've forgotten anything, if you have a little one running around at home and you have something to add, definitely leave it down in the comments section below. Let us know what you use for your little guy or little gal on the road or on the trail. It's fun. It's fun to get your kids involved in the love of the sport and everything like that. So, and on that note, if you have any additional questions that maybe I can't answer in the comment section, there's going to be a link down below for Chuck Bicycle Store West Phoenix for Brandon. Follow that link, give them a call. They'll be more than happy to address any concerns or questions you may have. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the bell notification icon. One, it helps out the channel, I'm not going to lie. We love it. We appreciate it very much. But two, it's going to help you keep up to date on all our videos. You'll be one of the first ones to know when something's posted. Also follow our links to social media for Instagram and Facebook. You're going to keep up on all the daily events for Get Out Arizona, including our group rides and our group hikes. And then that about sums it up. So on that note, what do we always say? Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards out on that trail, especially the little people. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for?
Get out Arizona, Lebowski.
Yeah. We'll see you. I know you did. It's all good. We'll see you on the next adventure. Take care, guys.
Yeah, customary.
Yeah, customary.